am here in the middle of nowhere. There is no there, it is cold there, but I am sick and I am numb. Although it's hard, I know I gotta keep up. No time to lay, to drift away. I fill my space, I spend my time down the rabbit hole again. And as I fall, I can feel the pain. You can't tell me where to go, so I don't know, I just go with the flow. I go with the flow. I'm falling up, I'm falling down, from the sky and from the ground. Up above, just like below, and I don't know where I should go. 'Cause I'm stuck in limbo. But I guess I deserved it. Trying to hide, passing by. I'm getting time, feeling fine. I'm light as air, no one can reach me. Lost in a dream, lost in between. Let's keep on flying, let's keep on breathing. I'm falling up, I'm falling down, from the sky and from the ground. Up above, just like below, and I don't know where I should go. 'Cause I'm stuck in limbo.
Oh dear. Da 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 da. Ba da ba ba. Hey guys, I'm Clint Flair Woo. Welcome back to another Division build video, and today this is all about going back in time and bringing out a build that used to be really good. Not many people use it due to the rise in Nomad and Pred and Striker from the last patch, but this is something that which I'm hopefully about to prove, as I have done in the footage and the build road test video I did yesterday, that this is exceptionally viable in skirmish and in last stand because of how I've got it set up. This can be tweaked. It isn't perfect, don't get me wrong. There's bits and bobs you can tweak to make this build absolutely fantastic. It's close, it's there or thereabouts, it just needs a little tweak. Yeah, let's take a look. I'm talking about my Tac-Shee build for 1.8.3. okay, so Tac-Shee, it absolutely shreds. It's as simple as that. The way I've got it set up is exceptionally balanced. For example, my firearms and stamina, it's very close together. There's only 3 points between them, and then with a little bit of kick into electronics. And why do I want to invest in electronics? Is it the meta? No, it isn't the meta. The meta is all about Nomad and Pred, investing heavily in stamina. It's a very well-rounded, versatile build that gives you the extra kick that you need and survivability to make sure you can last longer than your opponent. Okay, well, firstly we'll go through the build, and the gear, and I'm running a Ninja Bike backpack. What does it do? That slots in with any equipped gear set item to fulfill a requirement towards unlocking a gear set bonus. Can unlock bonuses from multiple sets simultaneously. Cannot unlock classified gear set bonuses. So in a nutshell, if you're running a 1-piece, 2-piece or 3-piece, it will unlock the next piece in the ladder, so the second, third and fourth, but it won't go beyond that. Okay, I'm running a vigorous chest piece. Okay, and what vigorous does, it grants you that overheal to all healing skills. So any type of first aid, any type of support station, it will give me that heal. So running with a reclaim or a tactician build with very strong heal, you're going to be in a very, very good place with this build. So this is a fantastic team build that you can run solo with. Don't get me wrong, it's a really good solo build because of the heal that you get from the build and the damage output as well from the Banshee 2-piece. Okay. Right, we'll start with Banshee. What does Banshee do? I'm running a 2-piece, and because I'm running Ninja, that will unlock the third gear set bonus. And set bonus 2 is 20% looted DC funds, and set bonus 3 is 10% damage to targets out of cover. I'm running a Tactician 2-piece. What does it do for me? Set bonus 2 is 15% skill haste, and set bonus 3 is 10% skill power. Okay, so we'll start from the top. We'll start with the vigorous chest piece. It is rolled into electronics with skill, haste, health, and ammo capacity, and the mods are both stamina, skill, haste. Onto the mask, it is rolled into stamina with critical chance, blind death resistance, and a stamina critical hit chance mod. Onto the knee pads, it is rolled into firearms with health, damage to elite, blind death resistance, bleed resistance, stamina, critical chance, first aid, self-heal mod. The holster is rolled into skill haste with first aid, self-heal mod as well, 6%. And the gloves, it is electronics, critical damage, skill haste, SMG damage. And the Ninja Bike backpack, it is rolled into firearms with critical damage, ammo capacity, and electronic skill haste, and 2 first aid self-heal mods. Okay, this is how I've got the build set up. In terms of alterations that would make this absolutely perfect, firstly, I'll look at my Banshee mask, and what I would say is if you can, re-roll blind death for something like burn resistance, which would be fantastic. Knee pads, the roll and the major are perfect. What I would say in terms of the minus, maybe switch out damage to elites for shock resistance or burn resistance, and you're in, again, a very, very good place. That would absolutely put the cherry on top of the icing. You'd have a really, really perfect build. Okay, we'll go through the first weapon. I'm running a double house. The first house has deadly, and that will increase my critical damage by 15%. Competent, weapon damage is increased by 10% 15 seconds after using the skill. For me in this build, it is active all of the time. And as you've seen when I'm rolling through the gear, I have an immense amount of skill haste on this build, and that will give me competent on the bats. Simple as that. So I've got that constant 10% extra damage whenever I want it. It's simple as that. Deadly, deadly's key. I mean, you could roll unforgiving or responsive, but I've opted for deadly. Just increase my critical damage. But again, that is personal preference. How I've got this rolled is critic chance, critic damage, rate of fire, and a little bit of accuracy on the underbarrel. My secondary house is deadly again with predatory. Predatory, that will give me that sustained 35% health back over 20 seconds. Taking a guy out right at the end when he's down, that will give you that energy kick. That will give you that little bit of extra. It's like having a nomad build on. It's as simple as that. And then you have your booster shot. Vigorous, gives you overheal. You're exceptionally strong whilst running with this build, as you've seen in the footage and the stream from yesterday. And in terms of attachments, there's a lot of crit damage, stability, accuracy on this house. Okay, we look at the character sheet, and my first house with deadly competent is 38% critical chance, 121% critical damage and 62% headshot damage. People will say, yeah, crit chance is very, very low, but obviously if you've seen, I've invested in skill haste to get the skills back quicker. So I'm missing 6% from my gloves and 4% from my holster, which would get me the ordinary. 48% is what I always roll with. But again, I've lost 10% and I've gone for skill haste to make sure my skills are back quicker, so I can pop my skills, booster shot, pulse, all the time. Again, as mentioned before, if I could, I'd remove damage to elites and get some burn resistance on here as well. And the creme de la creme, 49% skill haste, which is the bread and butter of the build. And that's why I've got it set up this way. So again, my booster shot is on tap all the time. It's really, really good. Now, I'm running with a pulse. It's a recon pulse to make sure I get it back every 16 seconds. It lasts 20 seconds, so I'm in a really, really good place. So that pulse is always going to be on. My critical chance is 19.6, same as the critic damage. That gets me around about 58%-ish critic chance, a couple percent off max, so I'm in a very, very good place. If you don't want to run a pulse with this, you want more survivability, that's all good, that's all cool. Just make sure you run with a support station that will give you that very, very constant, sexy overheal. And booster shot. Booster shot, as you've seen, will give me that extra overheal. The extra kick is 112,000 HP, which is really, really good. I get that from the extra 24% mods I have attached. I'd definitely advise that over critic chance mods or critic damage mods via your pulse. It's all about having that bigger heal that gets you through the battles quicker, and it gives you that more efficiency to take players down. So always go for the first aid self-heal on this build. Talents, what talents am I rolling with? I'm rolling with adrenaline, again, pred, the rife in skirmish. It is what it is, we've got to deal with it, and I've gone for adrenaline. That will get me that 7 seconds of immunity, which is really good. Because I'm not running with support station, I've got a booster shot, I can ride through that. I'm in a good place because of my heal. I'm in a very, very good position. However, if you feel you're not, I'd remove your pulse and put on a support station. What is key in a group is combat medic. As you've seen, this will help heal your teammates by 40% within 20 meters. Make sure you have, in any team dynamic, you have this attached. Precision, that gives you an extra bit of damage as well, which is nice. And on the move, killing a hostile to reduce incoming damage by 15% for 10 seconds. Given you are running a booster shot and you're running 450 toughness, you're going to get the bonus from booster shot in terms of DPS and in terms of survivability. And then you get an extra 15% for 10 seconds, which is also exceptionally strong. Skirmish, this really, really helps. Okay guys, this is my Tac-Shee build 1.8.3. As you've seen in the footage, it wrecks. It really, really does. And again, the good thing with this is you can switch it up if you're running with if you're running someone with a tac build who's got a nice pulse, remove your pulse, get support station on. You're running with a reclaimer, you're in a really, really good place. You can run with a nasty pulse, and you've got your boost shot as well. It all depends on the team dynamic. But this setup works for me. Again, it absolutely smashes. It really, really does. I hope you enjoy it. If you don't believe me, please set it up. Please try it. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed this video, as always, drop a like, drop a comment. It's always good to chat with you guys. But more importantly, subscribe to the channel for more Division-based content. Okay, then, guys, I'll see you soon in the DZ. Take it easy.